Welcome to another wonderful section of the music theory class. My name is Iboko Elisha and I'm so happy to see you. Today we're going to be talking about enharmonics. So it can be enharmonic notes, enharmonic chords, and so on. But we'll just stick to notes for now. Talking about enharmonics, these are notes that have different names but the same sound, the same pitch. So when you can remember, same pitch, different name. It's like myself, I bear Abiodun, I bear Elisha. All right. So if anybody calls, hey, Abiodun, I will say yes. If they say Elisha, I will say yes. So I bear two names, but I'm the same person answering. That is the same thing for enharmonic notes. All right. So we are going to be using the accidentals to depict the same pitch but different names. So when you have, for example, in music, we have we use the letter A to G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, right? And in music we have let's quickly draw a dummy keyboard. We have this, we have this. Okay, very good. It's a keyboard. And so we have our C here, we have our D, we have E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B. All right. So talking about enharmonic notes, for these black notes, okay, because each of them are standing in between these two white keys, these are black keys. These notes are standing in between this note is standing in between these two white keys. We can name this note in relation to either this white note or this white note. We can name this note in relation to either C or D. So this note can either be called C sharp or D flat, this note. So if C is raised by a semitone, this note will be called C sharp. If D is lowered by a semitone, this particular note is called D flat. All right. So that is a way to name this particular first black note. Okay. So that is what we basically mean by enharmonics. Okay. It has two names. Okay, and it has two names, and it is just one pitch that is sounding. Before we go ahead, from C to D, we have a tone, which we still discuss anyway later. But let's just stick with enharmonics for now. So this black key is called either C sharp or D flat. Okay, so either of the two. Also, this one that we can see here, this black note, it can be named in relation to D or to E. So it's either we call it D sharp or E flat. Okay, so whether we call this note E flat or D sharp, it is still the same thing. Remember, when we say D sharp, we mean D, you raise D by a semitone, and immediately you get here, this is the next note, this is the next note, this is the next note, this is the next, this is the next. So that's the way we are counting it. All right. On your keyboard, you know that you have 7 white keys and 5 black keys, and then we have them repeated like that. So that is the way to name this. Because they are standing in between two notes, you can name them in relation to any of the two notes they are standing in between. This, if you can guess, is F sharp or G flat. Okay, this particular note is called either G sharp or A flat. Okay, this particular note is called A sharp or B flat. Okay, and then we are back again to this beginning. So these are enharmonic notes. Okay, one good thing that you can say again is that this particular note called C can be called D double flat, because if D double flat, which means if you lower this D, twice, that will be D flat to D double flat. So C can be called D double flat. Also, D can be called, so don't confuse yourself anyway, just do the math, okay? So D can be called C double sharp. So this D can be called C double sharp. Yeah, this is double sharp. Okay, and so on and so forth. Okay, E can be called, F can be called F. This F can be called E sharp, and E can be called F flat. So if you just know, if you know the movement, okay, this flat lowers, sharp raises, and if you can know that, you'll be able to apply these enharmonics to notes, and then you can find another extra name for each of these pitches that you have. This pitch can have two names. This particular pitch also can have two names. This one can have two names. E can have two names. F can have two names. All right. So it just depends on where we want to relate it to. So enharmonic notes are notes that have two names, but it's still the same. It's still the same pitch. So if we say, for example, that G double sharp. G double sharp is the same thing as A, because it means raise G two times. So by a semitone twice. So G sharp, G double sharp. All right. If we have B double flat, B double flat is the same thing as A also, because if you say let's flatten B once, you flatten B again, double time, you get to A. So all these notes, you can mess with them by calling them different names, and you still arrive at where you are going. So that is the concept of enharmonic note. Different names, but the same pitch. All right, that is all we are going to be taking for this class. Thank you for joining, and please don't forget to subscribe and share and like and comment. It really encourages us when you do that. Thank you so much. See you in the next class.